What's going on? Why are the people so crazy, man? Why you gotta take it on the soccer? Don't take it on soccer. Don't take it on the players. Take it on something else. You got a 15 more brutal problems going on in your country, other than just take on the players, man. Let the players be. Let the Liga be. I mean, why is going after the money? You know why they're going after the money, right? But
Mm-hmm.
just let the sport be the sport, man. Just let the
Mm-hmm.
sport be the sport. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
not like the players are not getting paid. If the players are not getting paid, okay, that's a different story. But they're getting paid. They're getting paid big bucks. So, what's the point in here? What's the point? I don't know, man.
He's hot because they didn't get the match in Miami and the players protested.
Jesus. Oh. We got it here. We got the game here in Inter Miami came here to Lima, so they can play here if they want to. They got come on, man. You got the Monumental, 80,000 people. It's the most beautiful city in South America. So bring it on, bring it to Lima, and everybody will be happy. Just take a trip, man, and we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, yellow for going fully loaded on Thursday.
Yes, sir. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Soccer Down here, fans. Gorgeous day, no construction around, and that's the most beautiful thing, man, that is happening here so far. Because the thing is, that this is what's happening, Johnny. This is why there's a lot of construction. They're dropping the gas lines. We're gonna get gas to all the neighborhoods here, so they're just line all the pipes here, breaking the ground, and yeah. So we'll be. I think we'll find here in my neighborhood around this like 10 blocks around this like around 10 blocks that they've been working on, so hopefully they're done and they're moving far away from here.
Yes, exactly. We need them to move far away from here. Okay, I have your topics, and I'm looking at them for the first time, as always. And I figured one of the topics that we talked about in hour number one would be your lead here in hour number two. And I feel like you should be singing this one. Benfica took the midnight train going anywhere.
Yes, don't stop believing, baby. Don't you dare stop believing. I mean, if the referee hasn't blown the whistle yet, you got a chance. You got a chance. Episode number 15,073, where all the odds are against you, and you come up and say the day and do you know what was beautiful about the play? Jose Mourinho telling Anatoly, go. You go up there. Coach, you just go, man. Go. And he went there. The cross was perfect. It was just perfect from Ragnar, man. You know, that's why I call him Ragnar, because he's a true Viking, man. You know, Auschwitz is probably the most reliable player for Benfica in the past 5 years, playing with 7 different positions. And getting the chance to send this assist to Anatoly Turin and to take down Real Madrid, man. Take down Real Madrid. That makes it even better. You know, even better. Former team from Mourinho. His birthday was a couple of days ago, and everything checks out perfectly and beautifully and magically for Benfica. I honestly, I didn't have any reason to believe that Benfica was going to take down Real Madrid. And forgive me, Benfiquistas. Forgive me, please, for doubting your team and your coach and your players.
Yes. And, you're talking about getting to the big guy. The big guy gets the score, and it goes 3-2, 4-2, and it's just chaos and personified. And it was a great day looking at the tail end of the witching hour for Champions League yesterday. And I was talking about how they're going to decide the knockouts. And instead of it just being, 9 plays 24, we can't do that. 9 and 10 get grouped, 23 and 24 get grouped. And so you could go ahead, you just have something that you don't want. If it was 9 and 24, you'd get your rematch immediately.
Right? That'll be nice.
No, we can't have. We can't
do that. No. Who that was? Oh, Benfica and from there. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna make it happen again. But again, the point of the actual competition, of the actual format of this Champions League, I think it's more exciting, man. John, it
No,
is.
no
I
doubt.
mean, we're catching on. You know, you got situations like this that you didn't have before. You know, all the comebacks, the shockers, the upsets coming on the knockout stage, not in the group stage in the Champions League. And now under this format, you got the opportunity, you got the chances to watch miracles like the one that happened yesterday.
And Bodo Glimt also getting their last two matches and coming in at 22. So that was 23. So Bodo Glimt is in, knocking off Atleti, having two big wins back to back. They're in. Benfica's in. Karabag is in at 22. And so that's the fun there. Topic number 2. And you went Latin on me here. Habemus head coach for the Peruvian national team. Habemus. Nothing like the present participle of the verb to have. Habeo, habebe, habemus. We have, we are having, if I'm conjugating properly Latin here, we are having a head coach for the Peruvian national team. If I remember my participles correctly, sir. Nicely done with the Latin, by the way.
Nice. So yeah, it's been how long has it been? Since August. I think August is the last time we had a head coach for the national team. Of course, there was an interim coach. Everybody was saying, no, he's going to stay. No, Gian Ferrari, Manuel Barreto, because they're Universitario de Deportes, former president and technical director. They're doing whatever they want. And when are we gonna get our coach? We want this coach. No, you want that coach. How about the Chilean? And Gian Ferrari, he managed. This is remarkable, Johnny, because nobody had that name. Nobody had that name. We were talking about Gustavo Alvarez from Universidad de Chile. We're talking about Gustavo Quintero from Independiente, and different names, and then he came up with this Mano Menezes, Brazilian head coach. Last time he coached was a Grêmio for the Brasileirão. Lots of experience. 63-year-old, defensive-minded kind of coach. He's a pragmatic coach. I don't know if this is what we need. I don't know. We'll see the results. Not now, not this year. Probably next year. But it's just. Props to Ferrari, man. Props to Ferrari. He's the technical director for the national team. To keep the name, under 7 locks, man. I think he was talking underwater with people about this guy, because nobody heard it. Nobody heard a single thing about Manu Menezes. And he came. By the way, he's here already. He's in Lima already, and he's gonna sign. They're gonna go over the paperwork. He's gonna sign in the next day or two. But he's already in Lima. Anybody knew about it? That's clever, huh? That's clever from Mr. Ferrari, man. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm looking at his resume, and it's like 9 pages long from all the different.
I know.
So he played at Guarani as a center back. He retired in '91, so he was 29 at the time. Since then, first coaching gig was in 1993, so he's 31 years old. So since 1993, and here's his rundown: Guarani's U20s, Guarani once, Guarani twice, Internacional's U17s, Internacional's U20s, back to Guarani, Brasil de Pelotas, back to Guarani, Irati, 15 de Novembro, Caxias, Grêmio, Corinthians, Brazil from 2010 to 2012, the U23s in 2012, Flamengo, Corinthians, Cruzeiro, Shandong Luneng, Cruzeiro, Palmeiras, Bahia, Al Nassr, Internacional, Corinthians, Fluminense, Grêmio. Dude.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot of clubs right there. A lot of
27
back and forth.
It's 27 clubs.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. So that's why I'm not that excited, because when I mean when you go over that many clubs, where's the tenure on this club? So I don't think he spent 5 years on each club, right? Otherwise he'll be 100 years old
Yeah.
now. So
He had 3 at Guarani in his first gig. He had 1 plus at Caxias, 2 at Gremio, 2 at Corinthians, 2 at Brazil, 3 with Cruzeiro, and then a year plus at Internacional, a year plus at Corinthians, a year plus at Fluminense, and then he went to Gremio. So his longest gig was at Cruzeiro from 16 to 19. That's his only 3-year gig short of Guarani when he first started with.
the only one, yeah. That's the part that I'm not that but we'll see. We'll see. It's they already signed him. I just hope that but on the I mean, I don't like that part that he's not staying for a long time in their jobs. But what I do like is this is a guy that is not uh, intoxicated by the Peruvian soccer atmosphere right now. I think we need someone like that he doesn't buy about this soap opera here, this telenovela over here, the drama with this player, why he represents this and why he represents that. No, he's gonna come up here. He's already here, and he's gonna take decisions that somebody that is not intoxicated with the current atmosphere here. It won't take. If somebody from the inner circle, all the from the Peruvian soccer atmosphere here, I think they would not take the decisions that he's gonna take. That's my point. So that's the part that I like. So he's gonna take decisions flat out based on his view, without getting any sayings from anyone else.
Is anybody in Peru hot over the fact that you're bringing someone from Brazil over to coach the Peruvian national team?
No, I mean we're happy with the Brazilians here. We're happy, and the times that actually uh, except Pepe in 1989 was a disaster. We didn't win a single game in that qualifier. Every time that Peru has had a Brazilian head coach, we did good. So that's the part that everybody is. Oh, okay, it's a Brazilian guy. We might do good. We did good in 1982. We did good in what was that? In the 60s. We did good also under Paulo Torres. So yeah, we can you know as long as it's not there's one country we're not happy if that happened, right? If they would bring a Chilean head coach, that might be controversial.
Okay.
But everyone else
All right. You're cool.
is
All right. You're cool.
yeah.
All right. We're only 2 matches in, but you say when Nino Damas was wrong, River Plate edition. You're only 2 matches in. I mean, River Plate's 2-0.
I know. But I see something. I see something that is changing now. Something. I, this is. I gotta take this. I got props for Gallardo here, because he's a knucklehead, right? He's a knucklehead kind of coach. There are a lot of knucklehead coaches out there. Right
He's
now.
a knucklehead.
Right. I think that's the most common the most common ground for all coaches. But anyway, but he's adapting.
Okay.
He's adapting to what he has, right? And now that he's getting opportunities to the kids, he's instead of getting all these 35, 36, 30, whatever years old that he was bringing in the past couple of years, he is dropping down the age and getting up the quality of the team. And on top of all these youngsters, they just get a new signing too, Johnny. Just happened today. It was clear today. Kendry Páez, the Ecuadorian, the mighty Ecuadorian, who, by the way, he's a party guy. Man.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't know, man. That's the thing that I'm not that sold on that kid. He's super talented, right? But here it tasted the dark side of the fame. So don't know, don't know about that in Buenos Aires is
Mm-hmm.
Buenos Aires is a sin city, but
Mm-hmm.
Buenos Aires is a sin city,
Uh-huh.
and if you love the night,
You love the boogie.
so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
You love the nightlife. You love
yeah,
the boogie. You like the disco. Oh yay. Then Kendry Pies might be digging it. Just so folks know, they just started the Apertura. They're in the second match week. It is two groups of 15, and you got more matches. And I give the LPF credit. Well, you get games like at 3:00 in the afternoon, and you have one at 3, you'll have one at 5:15, you'll have one at 7:30. So I mean, literally at Fanatis,
nice.
you can watch them all day long. And then you end up the top 8 in each group advance, and then they have more playoffs, and it's more confusing. But right now, River Plate, they're 2-0, and they have not given up a goal so far. They have beaten Gimnasia and they've beaten Barraca Central, and their next matchup is coming up on the 2nd when River Plate takes on Rosario Central. And there you go. So it's beating Baracas.
Is that a way?
Yes, it is at Rosario Central on the 2nd. So that is where that one is. That's match number 3 for them. Also on the board, sir, you had it's almost like a combo plate item here. TV
Yeah.
rights in Peru. Soap opera is over. Everybody wins. Oh, do they?
Yes, yes. Finally, everything was settled in the with the TV rights, and of course, hasn't been settled yet with the teams. They still own money to 3, 4 teams. Those guys from Once Noventa. So it's not like everybody wins. I forgot about the quotation signs in there, Johnny. I'm sorry. Up to yeah, right? Because I don't know if everybody's winning, but anyway. So Movistar is the biggest provider here, cable provider in Peru with over 1 million subscribers. In the what is this? They shut down Gold Peru. They shut down Gold TV. So there was a free spot on the grill,
Yeah.
right? Oh, hold on a second. That 714 belongs to, yeah, they're not there anymore. They're not there. Oh, you want to come over here? You want to merge? So yeah, we can do that. All right, you cool? I'm cool. You cool? All right, fine. Boom. Now Liga Uno is gonna be in Movistar, so all these subscribers for Movistar don't have to pay an extra because that spot was free. So this just gonna slide in, and but the other providers they're paying the extra money. So it's not like everybody's happy because I'm paying extra. Why you're not paying extra? So I don't know where's that gonna go down the road. But for now, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Alianza Lima Sport Huancayo is gonna be on every single TV that carries Movistar in Peru. So
And
yeah, that's where it's gonna go. And La U is gonna be broadcasting on Sunday for the first time under a different broadcaster than it was before.
And let's see. So, yeah, Alianza Lima favored on the road at Sport Huancayo. Cajamarca favored hosting Grau. Then on Saturday, it is Sport Boys favored hosting Los Chancas. Our man JP the second, they are favored at home against Cajamarca. Melgar, big favorite against Cienciano. Then you got on the first, it is Sporting Cristal on the road, even money favorite at Garcilaso. Alianza ATL at home, favorite against Cusco. Some team, Universidad de Deportes, I don't know if you know them. They are a big favorite at home against Tarma. And then Comerciantes Unidos favored at home, 3:00 on the 2nd against Moquegua, who is a plus 229. We welcome them to the Apertura that's going on in Peru. So what are we expecting this here in Peru with Liga Uno?
That Moquegua team, they're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. That Moquegua team, they've been supported, but there's a mining company behind them, so they got a few bucks in their pockets, just a few.
Okay.
Peru is one of the biggest producers of gold in the planet. So they might have a couple of bucks to spare for this team, you know. And but not only that, they got a good coach, they got a good system, and they qualified in the Peruvian second division, and with almost an impeccable record. So I'm pretty excited to see this team in the Liga Uno this year. And now, candidates, number one candidate for number four title in a
Uh-huh.
row
Uh-huh.
is Universitario de
Uh-huh.
Deportes. It is Universitario de Deportes, ladies and gentlemen, because I got two things here. Um, the coach, the head coach that they brought in, Javier Rabanal, he came from Independiente del Valle. He won the championship with Independiente del Valle last season. But you know what the first thing that he did in the Noche Crema in the
What?
presentation? You know, everybody was talking about the new signings because he got El Sugaray, we got new players, like five different players that came in. He put on the pitch the same team that finished the Clausura last
Okay.
year, and he put that the message was clear, but he also said he also put it into words. This is the tri champions, all right. This is the team that won 3 years in a row. If you want to get a spot in the 11, you gotta fight for your life because you're not gonna you're gonna take any spot for granted here. All right, everybody who came here who signed for this team this year, they're gonna have to fight to get that spot because these guys that you've seen the pitch, this 11, they won the title 3 years in a row. So go ahead and take the spot from them if you can. So that was his message. Of course, in the end of 1975 or 80, he dropped a few names on the pitch, but the message is clear: the champions are going after the number 4 in a row, and they got 2 or 3 players per position. They got a new coach that understands the value. They understands the what it is to coach Universitario Deportes. And he said this: I came here to win. I don't care if we win ugly, beauty, or I don't care. I only care to win. All right. And also he said about the players, and he understands the culture, of University of Portugal. He's not a flashy guy. He's not we're gonna have parties. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna no. I'm getting here. I'm just focused. Blue collar guy, with suits on it, and ready to get his hands dirty on this team because eh, he understands what it is to coach University of Portugal. And he didn't promise a title. He promised hard work. All right. I'm not promising you a title here. I promise you that I'm gonna fight every single freaking game from the day one to the last day of the tournament. All right. Then because of this, I'm putting number one as University of Portugal to win the title again. Number two, because of the signings, but they still got to put the pieces together. All right. Alianza Lima, I'm gonna say is number two. Okay. Because of they got, they signed very good players, man. They signed tremendous players. You got Girotti, you got options on both wingers. You got a good defense. You got the same goal from last year. You got a new coach. He's trying to get this thing going and forget about or leave it in the past, whatever happened last week with the other players. And because of the quality of the players, I'm gonna say they're number two, but they still gotta put the pieces together to work as a team. Something that Universidad already has. All right, Universidad already have the structure, the system, the players, and the additions. Oh, okay, yeah. If you find it, you're gonna put you in. But this in Alianza I'm using every single new guy here from the get go, and this we saw that in the what is this in the summer soccer series in Rio de la Plata. Number three, I want to say not Cristal. I want to say Cusco FC. They were number two last year, and they're looking strong as they were last year too. Those are my top three to fight for the title this year.
Okay. Now it is that time where we open up the storybook. You go to your bookcase. You sit there, and there's this book that's got a kind of a thick binder attached to it. Nice leather bound thing, nice brown leather, gold leaf lettering and everything. World Cup Chronicles. Time to pull that book from the top shelf. Time to sit down, put on your smoking jacket. Fireplace is going. Put on your slippers. Big red velvety kind of thing. Put on the glasses. Let everybody know what's going on this week. And this time you decide to let us know about snow.
Yeah, yes, sir. You might grab a blanket. You got my put right next to the fire because this is it's gonna chilly. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? You know that give me your guess of how many times you think snowed in Montevideo, Uruguay. Give me a number. Give me a number.
Twice.
Times that snow. Twice. All right. Pretty close. Three times. 3 times. 1991, 1980. Of course, doesn't have to do nothing with the World Cup these 2 years. But in July 13 of 1930, the first World Cup took place in Uruguay. And they were having an issue with the weather, right? Because it was too cold. And they postponed the games. The game's supposed to be played at the Centenario, every single game at the Centenario. Okay. But because of the weather, you know what? You're going to play a game in Gran Parque Central. You're going to play a game in Estadio Positos, Peñarol, and Nacional stadiums. And that day, the day of the opening day of the World Cup, snow dropped in Montevideo for the first time in that century, right? For the first time in the century, snowed in Montevideo. And you know who kicked off the tournament?
Who?
Do you know who kicked off the tournament? No. That's Red, White, and Boone gives you a hint. United States of America kicked off the World Cup in July 13 of 1930. They beat Belgium 3-0. And that day, later on, you know who played after the United States?
Who played after the United States?
Mexico. Of course, they got beat down by France 4-1, but yeah, it is what it is. You got to see. You open the World Cup, Johnny, man. Huh? The U.S. men's national team opened the World Cup history, and it snowed that day. Yeah, that's why we let it snow.
Crazy. So what's going on with all of the calories? What's the bacon? What's with Nino the Baker on the IG? Where are you baking this morning? Where are you at? What are you doing?
I'm sure. I got we got, of course, the chocolate cakes with the stars, right? But we also have these. What do I call this?
Fattening.
Yeah, that too. That too, of course. But let me see. I can show you a picture here. Let me see. I'll put it right here. This is what.
Oh wow! That's a 2-story, 5-pound calorie cupcake, brother. I mean, that's.
Yeah, we're going cabeza de indio, Indian heads. It's it's a pastry for my town, for my hometown in Chiclayo, the north side of the country. They don't have that in Lima, so I was like, all right, I don't know how to make this. So I presented this, and there's a few restaurants that I'm so happy, man. Business is going awesome here. So I went to this Peruvian restaurants for Chiclayo. Hey guys, I got this. Oh, you got that? You got the cabeza? Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Bring me that in, brother. Okay. You want to taste it? Yeah. Oh, they taste it. All right. I already placed an order for a couple of restaurants. So we're going, brother. We're going. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, Nino the Baker.
Absolutely true. So follow Nino the Baker on the gram, the Insta, the IG, or what the kids say. And then it's ESPNINO94 on the Twitters. Love you, my friend. Thank you for the education. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, as always, for dropping by on your Thursdays. And we will catch up with you again next week. Stay dry and stay away from the Policía, please.